Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery in our video studio today to tell you about the brand new Speed Broadheads. So this is a new mechanical broadhead that's on the market this year, and this has some cool new technology that I personally have not seen before. So what are we looking at here? Well, first off, we have the 100 grain. This is going to be a broadhead that's primarily intended for compound bow use, and it's going to have a titanium ferrule, grade 5 titanium, so that is a grade of titanium that's highly prized for its strength to weight ratio. So it's going to be super strong. Aerospace industry uses grade 5 titanium. And then down here we have the crossbow version. It has a steel ferrule, and that one weighs 125 grains. So titanium's 100, steel, that's mainly meant for crossbow, 125 grains. But you can see there, as deployed, we're gonna have a 2-inch cut. We've got 0.039-inch steel blades. Super strong are these blades. Now, let's get to what's unique about this broadhead. You know that we call it speed. So these broadheads have what we're going to call speed reactive technology. And that means there are no bands, there are no collars, none of that holding the blades in place. There is a piston lock. So right here, this silver piece right here, you can't see it, but that is the top of a spring basically. And so there's a piston that holds these blades in place. This little divot right there, what that does is that goes in and that locks in place on top of that pivot. You can imagine it's a little spring, a vertical spring that when I press that piece of the blade into it, the spring depresses and then sits back up again. Now, what does that do? So the way this broadhead is designed, you'd be thinking, oh, are the blades gonna fly out on contact? So the way they're designed, actually, it's the reverse. The faster this arrow is flying, the more these blades want to press in. They want to resist coming out. That's because the center of gravity is outside the pivot point. So you can imagine you're going faster and faster and faster, and if you think of the blades as wings, they want to come into the body. They don't want to fly out like your arms might. And so that's what's holding them in place. And then upon contact, you've got this great super sharp chisel point up here. And then the blades got these shoulders at the top. When they contact, that's going to force the blades out of the piston lock, and now they're going to start cutting. So I went and measured just to see how much force it takes to press on these blades to get them to pop out. I don't want to cut myself because they're super sharp. But what I found was it takes 1.8 pounds of force pressing on these, and those blades will deploy. Well, you can imagine a broadhead flying at 200 feet per second. You know, today we're up around 300. 200 feet per second, when this hits, you're getting more than 1.8 pounds of force on this. So they are gonna pop out and then do their jobs. And then like we mentioned, reloading them is super simple. Just take them, press them back into place. See, you can even hear the click. That's the blade clicking into place on top of that piston lock. So, speed reactive technology, that's what we want to know about these broadheads, because again, the faster they fly, the more the blades want to press in against the ferrule, which is the opposite of them flying open. That's what we don't want to happen. And then that piston lock holding them in place. No collars, no bands, just awesome broadhead from the folks at Speed, and super sharp blades. So we'll just give you, I'll leave them tucked in like that, and they are out of the box, super sharp. You can see me cutting that paper there. That's minimal force by me. Of course, I'm getting stopped by the ferrule. But I mean, we're just cutting that paper like butter. And that's out of the box. So obviously you could sharpen them if you want to, but they're pretty sharp. So cool to see something new in the broadhead world, just some new technology. This is from the folks at Speed Broadheads. They are not new to the broadhead game. These folks have been around, so this is something they've been working on for a while, and it is pretty awesome. They do fly, you can imagine, with this low profile there, they do fly very similar to your field points. I shot them at 50 yards and I didn't notice any difference. So, what I will tell you is what I have here are all chisel tips. There is a cut-on contact. In other words, the tip up here is going to have some razor blades on it. I don't have those, but that is another version of it that's available. There's going to be 100 grain titanium in the chisel tip, in the cut-on contact, and there will be a crossbow version that's titanium as well. Then they're going to have the steel titanium version. That one's 125 grains, as I mentioned. So that's the new broadheads from Speed Broadheads, a new company on the broadhead market. However, the individuals involved are not new in the broadhead game, as I mentioned. If you want to see the different versions of the Speed Broadheads that we have on our website, be sure to click the link in the description below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. As always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at lancasterarchery.com.